This Friday, good friends make better enemies. It's time for that championship shot. And the bad man from the Monkland, Senor Munklesworth, is bringing his brand of high-flying action to go for the one and only champion, the heartthrob, the El Conquistador of getting your sister in the door. Rockin' Randall El Guapo. It's gonna be a Friday night to remember. You're gonna pay for the whole seat, but you're only gonna need the edge. It's gonna be wrestling extravaganza at the KMDT Arena. Refreshments will be provided in the form of great sangria and other fine Mexican snacks and cuisine. Tune in, Cinco de Mayo. It's Cinco de Mayhem. Be there. No, Mr. Munklesworth, it's not Cinco de Mayo. People don't want mayo on a holiday like Cinco de Mayo. They want things with robust flavors like lime and spice and fruity. And so we're going to get rid of the plain old mayo. That's mayonnaise. This is May, the 5th of May. It's a celebration in Mexico of a great battle defeat in a war in the 1800s, but here in America it's more of like the Mexican St. Patrick's Day, just for not to make one equal or better. They're different, but it's a big day for celebration, and I'm glad to hear that your fight's going on after the video tonight, and I have great faith that you'll come in. You're looking very tough nowadays. I know you've been out mentoring kids on the street, getting them into lives of puppetry instead of crime and malfeasance. But we'll get into some great things that taste good and fill your tummy and fill your heart, fill your soul. And one of the classic drinks that all my Mexican friends have while they call me a gringo is coconut water. And this particular a lot of stuff by Goya for here in America, unless, well, here in the United States. I know it's all America, North America, Latin America, South America, American Samoa. It's all good. So here in the United States, you find a lot of your Mexican delicacies with Goya, and I've not had coconut water. It is naturally hydrating, so let's get into a little agua de coco and see how it's going and see if we would want to drink this through our Cinco de Mayo festivities. Oh man, that lid's way in there. Doesn't have much smell, but I can tell you that my friends that drink this stuff tell me it is very hydrating. Makes you run for the El Baño mucho gusto. Oh, there's a lot of pulp in there. Oh, there's a lot of pulp in there. And it almost has like a taste like milk, but also like fruit, and also like meat. We're going to save this for after your match, Mr. Munklesworth, and you can maybe enjoy it. I know you're more of a sangria guy. We'll get back to that later. But as you know, in our long history of eating exotic international foods, like Ken Murph Eat the World, we're not afraid to get a little exotic, but we also like some things that are a little more middle of the road. And avocado is big nowadays. You can find avocado anywhere. You can go to McDonald's and get avocado on a chicken sandwich or a burger. You can go to Subway and get it on a sub. You can get it just about anywhere. But who has time to make guacamole? Not me. Not while I'm dressing Mr. Munklesworth to look like he's K-Dog's nephew from WCW. But I found some El Sabroso original guaca chips. Guacamole chip with real avocado. So we're going to give this a little taste-a-roo. And I don't know, I've had chips that had barbecue on them before. I've had chips that have had salt and vinegar on them. These are definitely green. I don't know if that's from the avocado or some kind of crazy food coloring, but let's see. Pretty salty, but not bad at all. I think it has a stronger flavor than if you just use an actual guac. This is almost like a Dorito. It does have its own subtle and tangy flavor. It's the back of your taste buds and it kind of lives there for a minute. I think these are just fine on their own. I was going to get some of that organic salsa that we had left over from our Super Bowl party. I'm not going to mess these chips up with this. I think these are grade A. So if you see El Sabroso's original guaca chips, go for it. That Goya coconut water, not so much. So what else is down the pipe here? As I mentioned, you have your flavors of Mexico, and they're all wonderful, and we're going to do something spicy at the end, don't worry, because if we didn't eat something spicy, we'd be accused of not having an authentic video. But you know we love our sweets. And I can't have Mr. Munklesworth be the sweetest thing on the table. No, you're very gang. No, settle down. I know you're very tough. He's a sweetheart. He helps old ladies across the street. And then he crawls on their back and he picks fleas out of their wigs. But anyway, we have some Juanina's Oritas, which are a product of Mexico. Well, isn't anymore. I mean, you know, you got Mandalas down there. You got those people making Oreos down there, which is fine, I'm very upset folks at the Oreo factory though. But these look like some kind of like fried doughy cookie. And it definitely looks like it has some kind of granulated sugar on top. But you'd be surprised to find out that 2 galletas, which is 2 cookies, will only cost you 1 gram of sugar and 87 calories. So these are probably the healthiest cookies you're going to come across in quite some time. Now it's just a matter of how do you open these things. They're so well wrapped up. And here's a lesson, kids. Don't use your teeth to open packaging, or someday you won't have a package to open. Well, I guess you will have a package to open, but it'll be Afferdent to put your dentures in. You don't want that. You want to have a fresh grill like El Señor Moncolito, which is the tiny monkey warrior in Spanish. He's got a bitch. He's taking out that El Rando Guapo. He doesn't want him dating his sister anymore. Alright, now that we got those open. They're very light and airy. They're definitely some kind of croissant-y type dough. It's more crumbly than I would have expected, which isn't a bad thing. And it's kind of like those Dane cookies you get in a tin, but instead of being shaped like pretzels and stars, they're all shaped like, I think, a heart, or like a smash-faced Pac-Man, or a Heine, maybe, I don't know. They're good. I suggest take them with a beverage. If you like coconut water, knock yourself out. But I would probably eat them with some tea. Call me old-fashioned. I want to get my whole serving in, just so I'm satisfied. Moving right along. Another fine Goya product is this premium guava jelly, Jalea de Guayabera, which I'm not big on the Espanol just because I've not had the opportunity to speak it much. But Jalea de Guayabera is hopefully guava jelly. I don't know. I've never had guava, but let's get into it. Has a very sort of dull, plain smell. It's not like you open a strawberry jelly and you get knocked over, or a grape. Very flat smell. And usually I'd put jelly on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I figured that's against the spirit of our Cinco de Mayhem party, and Mr. Munklesworth might come all up against me with his "What time is it, kid?" You know how he likes to tell you what time it is. So I found some Olé, 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 Olé. I found some Olé corn tostadas. Either way, they're crunchy with an exclamation mark. It's a taste of Mexico, El Salvador de Mexico. Are they made down there? This stuff's made in New York City. No, it's in Georgia, but I guess it is still of the spirit of Mexico. So let's break into these and put a little jelly and say, you must be jelly because jam don't shape like that. What? Off the top rope! Mr. Monklesworth is all geeked up for his match. And I hope he takes the belt off Randall, because I don't shoot, I cheer for the Rudos, the bad guys. Say hello to the bad monkey. And as much as I respect what El Guapo Randall de Roccanero has done over the years, I feel like Mr. Monklesworth, his time is now, your time has come. What? You can't see me, my time is now. He's like a little monkey Mexican John Cena. So you got your corn tostadas here, and you get in there. Oh, it's very firm. Very firm. Oh man, I don't know if that's gonna spread. That's kind of like, that ain't gonna spread. Well, one thing we've already, it's very, oh my goodness, goodness gracious. Well, if you're out there and you're watching this and you're one of our Boricuas or one of our senoritas, you probably could have told me in the comments section below that guava is a very firm jelly. But let's get down to it. Kind of like a raisin jelly is what I get. Kind of tastes like raisins. I don't know. Not bad, but very firm. And you chew it, and it chews like a piece of beef jerky or something. I don't know. We'll put that there as a tribute to the Virgin Mary, Virgin de la Milagrosa, the miraculous mother. Okay. Moving right along, we're getting down to the bottom of the barrel here on our situation, and I could use a drink. And if you're a fan of margaritas, you know it requires a little lemon and lime, and with a little homage to one of our favorite treats that we've just recently had a whole video about, we found some sour lemon lime peeps. And they're the sour lemon lime twist variety. Peeps that make you pucker, which is pretty much all peeps all time. So we'll spread a little bit of this on the rim of our glass. La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. There we go. And we'll get into some of Senor Moncarito's favorite drinks, sangria, senorel, which is sangria, non-alcoholic flavoring, etc., etc. Normal sangria will really put you on your hiney. This one will just let you get a little refreshment in your life. Made in Mexico by Tip Distributors, El Paso, Texas. Sangria means blood. And there'll be plenty of blood spilt this Friday night at the KMDT Arena as Senor Monklesworth takes on El Guapo, Harry Guapo, Rockin' Randale for the championship belt. Be there or be square. So let's see what's going on with this sangria. Oh yeah, girl. Oh, now we're talking. Yeah, we're living that glamorous life, son. Ha ha! Let's see how it goes. It has a heaviness to it, but not in a bad way. Like, you wouldn't want to drink it after you were shoveling a bunch of stone or working on a roof, like my dad used to do when I was a kid. But if you were hanging out with some friends and you just had a nice meal and you wanted something on your palate that was nice and memorable, you'd go for this sangria. Sangria Senorel, sparkling non-alcoholic sangria, natural and artificial flavors, all rights reserved, except in Tennessee, made in Mexico. So that is a nice version of a Mexican pop, much better than that cocoa butter or coconut water, if you ask me. But oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those lemon lime peeps really make it go. But Mr. Monklesworth isn't the only one challenging for a title this week. I knew you folks wouldn't let me off without a little non-preserved, homemade recipe, hand-selected La Morena pickled jalapeno peppers. And Jalapeno is one of the hotter peppers. This is made in Mexico by the Padilla Group, Eagle Pass, Texas. If you have any questions or concerns, call 1-800-725-7242. I may be calling them, asking them for the antidote to jalapeno pickled peppers because I may well die. Because how many of these am I supposed to eat in 10 seconds, Mr. Munklesworth? Well, I'm going to assume you had digits like a human or a regular monkey and say that's 5 in 10 seconds. So I'll be counting in my head. It just made a sound when I opened it, like it made a... So this stuff is probably well preserved and well pickled. Oh dear Lord. Oh. This may take you back to our Indian food recipe where we ate that relish. Man, just count to 10 because I got a feeling I ain't gonna make this. Oh boy. Oh heavens. Oh brother. I don't even know if I'm gonna get through one. Ready, set, go. Oh, good Lord. Hopefully this is like regular milk. It cools your tongue. You win this round, La Morena. Look at that look on her face. She knows. I'd have tried eating one of these carrots instead, but it still would have tasted like jalapeno. Oh. Well, this is the beginning of a very international month here at KMDT. And you're going to want to keep track on our social media at Ken Murph Do This on Instagram and Twitter, and Ken Murph Do This on Facebook, because it is an international May, kicked off in the spirit of Cinco de Mayo, and ending with one of the United States' best holidays, Memorial Day. You've witnessed Cinco de Mayhem. You'll find out next week how Mr. Munklesworth did in his match, that if he hit the flying enchilada on El Rando Guapo Rendale. But next week, well, we're going to tell you what's coming up the next 2 weeks. They may be flipped or flopped. We're still waiting for our Irish food. So we're going to get that in this month. So we're going to go Mexico, to Ireland, to Poland. We got some great Polish treats. We're going to head over to our favorite Polish restaurant, Dee's in Elmira, and we're going to get some Polish treats up in the mix. Then we're going to come back on Memorial Day weekend with a big surprise for Memorial Day. 2 great videos that go great together. We've done Memorial Day. We've done what we're going to do, and I'm wondering if there's any last word from the champion, El Guadalupe Randale Guapo III, if he thinks he's going to lose his belt to Mr. Munklesworth. Oh, there's going to be a fight, all right. Handsome Rainbow Guapo versus Senor Munklesworth. He's in the house. He's ready for blood. He's going to hit the flying enchilada. He's not here to play. He's here to stay. Mr. Munklesworth, take us out, baby. He's Mr. Munkles. He's Mr. Munkles. He's Senor Munklesworth. Chill, baby. Have some sangria. Like the video. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Don't forget, last week we had that great, well, one of them was better than the other, Fruit Loop milkshakes in the spirit of Burger King. Tune into that video. Tune in all month long for international snacks and cuisine. We're going to finish up our Cinco de Mayhem with a big thank you, and we'll remind you that we will see you next time we El Duo Dice.